Hello everyone, another outstanding day for art, another glorious sunrise here in Thailand. I hope you are enjoying this view. I am always doing. It is inspiring for me, so I am always hoping that it will be also inspiring for you. It is such a great possibility and such a privilege when really every morning is starting like this with such an incredible clear sunrise, and even when the sunrises are different, like a little bit cloudy or there's a little bit of a fog, it is still so incredible, and nature is always so incredible. It is the best thing that actually happened to us as humans. And I think just by being thankful for the opportunity to have, perhaps not like me right now, this is a real privilege, but to have nature nearby, or the access to nature, is something that I can highly recommend. And I can highly recommend every time when you are confronted with nature to express your gratitude that you have the possibility of access to nature. And especially, I love this part here where the river is going back there into the jungle. It is so outstanding. On a morning like this, it is really very easy for me to set goals for the day, because it is so glorious and everything seems to be just possible to you. And I am so happy to be able to work here. Every morning I'm writing down the things I want to achieve, and especially in the morning I have the feeling that everything is actually achievable. It will be doable. And then during the day, when I'm going through the to-do list, I'm figuring out that actually some points are becoming difficult or overwhelming me, or a part of the things I have to do actually will be a challenge. And then I wish sometimes I had thought this through, because most likely the point I have written down, what I have to do, is really important. But there is one thing about this this point that is making it very difficult to me to achieve this. So in this way I am trying to figure out directly in the morning to use this motivation, to use this upcoming energy to be as idealistic as I can, and later on figure out what actually is holding me back, and then do the best out of it. I always wondered how outstanding artists has used the opportunity of every day. I don't know exactly which artist I was reading about. It was his very own diary, where he was writing about his progress and so on. And in the same way, he saw the opportunity of every morning, the energy that you are having and the possibilities of every day, and then how out of this is developing his day structure, and ending up in the evening most likely with a struggle. Nevertheless, to see in every morning the opportunity, the possibility that actually everything is possible, is outstanding. When you have achieved the point, most likely combined with a healthier evening, so you are not waking up with a headache or worries, but you are waking up afresh. You have the feeling of the energy and the possibility of every day. And during the day, out of this energy, of this opportunity, of the possibility of doing everything, step by step that things are crawling in that are making our work difficult. It can be something from the outside actually, but it can be also something from the inside. I call it the diva effect. That is actually, we know what to do, it is clear to us, but nevertheless there's a part of us that tries to sabotage even sometimes our progress, and it's doing it in the way that is just shutting our energy down, and we are becoming more passive, not so proactive anymore. We are losing the goal out of sight. But it can be also in a very dramatic, energizing way. This is the diva that is actually blocking us and saying, no, you shouldn't do this because I don't like this and that part about it. And it's a feeling like we would have a child really in us that is holding our progress back. But it is something that is very human, and it is very common among the artists and even greater artists. And the only thing that you can actually do is to learn to deal with it and overcome it, or even use it. And I think when I will get my ideas together, this is what I will today talk about, how to actually use the part in us that is holding us back, how to evaluate your goals in a way and transform them that they will remain doable, that we can take the opportunity that is every day giving us perhaps the energized feeling of the morning, like this morning. And when you are setting goals in such a state, and later on this part of us, this diva, is coming in and try to destruct the goals we have set for ourselves, and how to use it, because it is not so complicated. In the end, when you are setting goals, you are already have specified them and clarified those goals. What is happening actually, that even when you have specified and clarified your goals, there are some factors that you are not have thought through, and when the diva in us is awakening, it is most likely the coming up of the obstacles that we have not thought through, and they are on the more human level or more on the emotional level, and they are strangely coming in later on during the planning, not when we are actually sitting down and clarifying our goals, but they are coming in later on, because some of the goals we understand as an intellectual construct, and we are thinking through, we are in this intellectual field of thinking, but later on when we are in the execution of this goal, other part of our other parts that are more emotionally have the chance to also have a saying, and then they are kicking in. So actually this is a good thing that is happening, because in this way you have the possibility to think your goals, that a fixed point you have set for yourself for the day or for your whole artistic career, you have the chance to think them through every part, not only from the intellectual part of what is necessary, but also from your human emotional side. And in this way you are using it. And the only thing that is frustrating us, that is objections that are coming in, that are holding us back, are coming in so late. This is everything that is making it difficult. And it's also making it difficult because most likely when you are an artist or a creative, you are setting your goals very much in your creative zone, the zone when you are depending on your creativity, depending on your flow and so on. And this state of mind, your highest creative output mode of your brain, is a very delicate thing, and it is easy to put it out of balance, especially through emotion. So when these emotional obstacles are kicking in, we are very easy getting out of this balance, losing our fixed point, and then we are becoming very frustrated, and out of this frustration an inner conflict most likely is awakening. This is what is happening to me and some of my clients that I know of. Perhaps you have a different situation with you, with the process of clarifying and specifying your goals. For every person it is different. Perhaps you must sit down and think it through how this process of specifying your goals is happening with you. But nevertheless, you are setting your goals, and you can sometimes even pick out the necessary goals, and then during the process something is happening that is making it difficult for you. And the solution actually to this is really easy, because what if we would listen to this part that is awakening and trying to develop all the obstacles, and we are taking it a little bit more serious, because this part of us, mostly the diva part, is not very good at expressing itself. It is more like a feeling of, oh, I don't want to do this, or your energy is going down, and it's not saying you exactly this and that is not working, please work this through. It is not an intellectual part of us that we can clearly understand. It is a part of us that is more emotionally, and we must take the time to decode it, because without encrypting it, it will remain a blockade that is in us, and it is keeping us out of our zone in which our artistic flow or our energy to achieve things is just flowing. So what we can do during the process of planning, when you are setting your fixed points, actually, you should really allow a moment. When you have your fixed point, it is depending on certain things that are coming together to achieve this one goal. And then just think it through from the difficult part of you. Give the inner child or the inner diva the chance to have a say. Ask yourself, what should I drop out of the fixed point, of all the components of the fixed point, so I will achieve it? Or in the other direction, what should I include in this this goal I am setting for the day, to make it more doable for me? And you will be really astonished what sometimes it takes to make you fulfill something. For me it was like, especially when I was working in London, sometimes it was really, even when I was having a lecture, to go to the lecture was the fixed point, and I have to do many things for it, like preparing it, or come together with certain people, even difficult people, but nevertheless there are so many things to do. And then I allow it to my inner diva, what should I add or get rid of, so I am more willing to do this. So I am going through the procedure of achieving this goal. And it was really strange. Sometimes it was things like to promise to myself that after this lecture, that was when it is successful, go to a pub for a pint, and even things like this. I wish it would be something healthier, like when you finish your lecture, go and have a nice healthy salad so you are more energized for the next day. It is something that is highly unreasonable to do, or even sometimes like drinking beer, not really healthy. But actually this is a point that was missing in my planning, that I should add into my setting, into my clarifying and specifying of my goal, that will make me go through. And later on it was really strange, because I was sitting in the pub and the friends were talking around, and I figured out why this diva in me, or this unreasonable, more emotional part, wanted to go to the pub afterwards. Because during their lecture I was the person that was leading, that was saying do that and that, this. So I was talking all the time, and the part that I wanted in that pub was just to be entertained, just to be in a group of people that are talking, that are just where I just have to listen, be in a passive state. So by planning the high important goal of having the lecture, I have forgotten a counterbalance of a part of the day where I am more passive. So in this way that I figured out in allowing the diva to have a word, I have figured out that when I'm planning something like lectures that are high active, I have also to plan something that is more passive as a counterbalance. And in this way I know myself now a little bit better and can, the next time I'm planning, always find a place where I am more in a passive mood when a high active mood is demanding to me. So by actually allowing these obstacles that are coming up in your mind later on, this diva or this not good feeling, and then you are letting go of the fixed point you are setting, when you are using this instead, you will find out that actually you will get to know you so much better, and in time it is becoming a part of your planning process and the process in which you are specifying and clarifying your goals. And it can be really easy to start this process by planning the things, figuring out which fixed points are really necessary, which fixed points you must go through, and then take every of these fixed points and ask yourself, what should I drop out of this fixed point, of this process, so it is more likely that I will go through? Or even in the other direction, what should I add on to this fixed point from an unreasonable perspective of seeing this, so I will figure it out. So by taking the time to listen to all the parts of you, not only as an intellectual, not only as the artist with only his gut feeling, not only about you as you diva, you will actually in time develop a much higher self-understanding, and this will be really gold for your own process. And it will also make it much more easier to work with others. Why? Especially when you are working together with artists like I am doing, consulting artists and so on. They are sometimes difficult and they are unreasonable, and they have demands that are unreasonable. But from one point I have asked myself, what if this small point, like the food basket that should wait for them when they are arriving in the hotel room or something like this, why there must be a reason why they are needing this. And it may be that for me this is unreasonable on unnecessary, because we have such a high demanding day, and even planning a food corp in the hotel room, it is just too much. And why are you such a diva? No, for this person it has perhaps a reason, and when this person is demanding it, there is a necessity behind this, even if I don't understand this. And from this perspective, it is giving you a much better tolerance to others, because in this way in which you are tolerating the not reasonable part of others, you are starting to tolerate your unreasonable part, but in a way that is productive, that is becoming productive. And this can be also a game changer. Perhaps what I'm right now putting together is not making so much sense, but I'm right now in the process to put everything together so that it has a higher value for you than me just talking right now and thinking out loud. If you go to the website www.future.Louvre.Academy, you will find most likely this, what I'm telling you right now, much better expressed. So try today just this: when you have your morning and you are in a state of in an energetic state that is telling you everything is possible, And normally you wouldn't use this opportunity, this high energized opportunity, because you know when you are setting goals in such a state that you will now follow it through, because all of the obstacles from the outside or from the inner, that they will distract your high set goals. Try to just do this, set the goals in such a high energetic state. Pick the ones that are really improving your artistic future, and then go through them with your artistic diva. Ask yourself, what should I drop out of this goal so I will follow through, or what I should add on to this goal so I will follow through. And that just try it. And then dialogue between you as a thinking human and reasonable human being will begin, and the other more emotional parts will also start. There will be a communication, because now this emotional part, the diva part of you, is taking seriously as also as a tool of specifying and clarifying and achieving goals. I hope this idea is interesting for you, and you will use the outstanding day that you have today, because every day is a great day for art, and just try it out, and perhaps these are thoughts that will help you in your planning process and in specifying and clarifying your own goals. I hope one also of the goals is that you will visit my next video, and we will see each other then, and I will leave you with this view of this magnificent jungle behind me. See you soon. Bye bye.